My name is Kaylee Tomlin, and this is my final presentation for photography. So, for this assignment, I will be going through my final album on Flickr and selecting my favorite photo for each topic and explaining them in a little bit more into detail. I hope you enjoy it. So, for the composition photo, I decided to choose this one because of all the different things that you can see in this image. You get a divided picture between the clear sky and how the mountains are right below it. That is an example of contrast. In this photo, there is also balance that is created because you aren't just looking at the sky or the mountains, you are looking at both because when they come together, they basically half this photo. When thinking about halving this photo, you can do it two different ways, such as right down the middle or in between the sky and the mountains, and you would still have an image either way. This is the photo that really stood out to me the most, and I hope you found it just as intriguing as I did. Now for the light subject, I picked this photo because it is more of a dappled light because of how the sun is shining through the trees. In this specific photo, there are not really any shadows that are presented, but I just like how the sun is shining through the limbs of the bottom of the tree. I also feel like you can tell the aperture is used in this image because of the amount of sunlight that is shining, and also what is really in focus in the picture, which is the tree. This is not the specific photo that I used for my favorite picture of the week, but after looking back at it, I really enjoyed this photo and what it all demonstrates. For my black and white, this is probably one of my favorite photos that I took overall. We look at life seeing every color and never look at it until a different perspective is provided. So getting to do this assignment made me realize how fortunate we are to see life through color. Now this photo I feel like has a lot of going on, and there are many different values that are presented in this photo. For one, on the sidewalk towards the building, in the grooves of the tiles, it is more of a white color, versus the mountains and the trees in the background, they are more of a darker color. Now from this we can distinguish what is more of a dark or lighter color, and I find that very fascinating. This was one of my favorite subjects that we covered, and I loved all my photos. So in looking at this through a different perspective, such as people that are colorblind, they may not be able to see like certain colors, and that just really made me realize how fortunate we actually are that we can see every color. Such as like animals, all they see is black and white, and they don't get to see all the beauty that is really defines something. So for perspective, I decided to use a 1-point perspective. This photo goes down the line of the bushes. The first bush is the main subject, as you can see, because the rest of the bushes are blurry. This specific photo demonstrates the narrow depth of field because of the focal point. This assignment was more of a learning experience for me because I knew that there were different perspectives, but I never knew how to take the photos to make them look like different perspectives. The width in this photo is not very big. When looking at the height, you can look at it as how far along the bushes go down the photo, because the first one is technically at the bottom of the image and the last one goes to the top of the picture. So finally, the last one that I chose was this photo for perspective. I decided to choose a different one that I did not use for my favorite photo of the week. For this assignment, I decided to turn my camera into portrait mode, and I feel that it helped capture the subject even better. For this specific photo, I decided to use more of a downward angle on the flowers and decided to include the floor in this photo. The bouquet of flowers is my subject of the photo, and the floor is blurred so that it does not take away from the bouquet. This photo is also another great example of the narrow depth of field and how the focus point is the only thing that is not blurred. All of the bright colors in this photo are what catches someone's eye, and this week's assignment was also very fun and a learning experience for me. So in conclusion, I feel like this class has taught me many ways to photograph an image and also how to look at things differently. I really enjoyed taking this class, and now I can't wait to use my photography skills in my everyday life. This class just helped me in many ways, and I never thought that I would have enjoyed this class, if I'm being honest, but after taking it and looking at all my photos that I took, I actually really enjoyed it. So, thank you for watching.